of you. It's not too bad. Okay, here we go. Now the stream is actually working. I'm just gonna set a quick thing. Okay, we should be all good to go. Yeah, as long as you. Yeah. So thank you, Margaret, for monitoring it.
No problem. Go Gato! Go Gato!
I can't do any of that. Like, shading or something like that.
Go Gato! Go Gato!
While I was reading it, it said you want to do enough to increase the ability.
I can hear a little. It's like a 7-minute bike ride compared to like a They're going to Austria. No, that's the next one. I'm sent you guys.
Just go up one or two. Just go up one.
Okay.
I looked over and I was like, "Where's Hi, how you doing, little man? Hi, Ernie. Italian Urban. Nice seeing you guys. Yeah. Not this one. I think there's one or two, and then we'll say
Yeah. I was gonna say 20. Right. So when was the night game? Yes. Yeah, and so like I got Raven drunk. And I said, oh shit, I gotta get parking, and then so then it got really so really close parking. But then for the next day it was the Roses. Yeah, it was fun though. Oh yeah. But my husband starts wiping out.
Hey,
Whoa.
how's it going?
Good to see you.
Yeah, you as well. It's been a while. Dana put me in charge of the live stream here. I don't know if it has audio, but right now there's no viewers, so feel free to be your hypercritical self. Yeah, kind of locked in. Yeah, it's fun. It's good pursuit, I guess. They were both. Their routes were two, I think. They ran into each other. Yeah, I think Dana mostly is doing it for her family, or their family, because they said that there's just going to be a couple people tuning in. I'm looking at it. I don't know. It seems like the lighting is kind of harsh. I'm not sure how much they can see. It's the thought that counts.
Is that the first score of the game?
Yeah. This is Carlton. They already played Mankato in the first game. Mankato. Pretty good. I think they beat them by like 30. Just a lot of breakaways.
Carlton was trying to did a good job growing their team last year.
Well, that's what Drew was saying yesterday, is that like it was near collapse, just not having enough players, like near not playing this season. But it looks like they've got just enough today. That's what Drew had said. I'm not sure where she had heard that, but
I know that they start their semester late, and so they're always a little bit behind.
less practices.
Yeah.
No, I know Jewel was saying she was sad about that because she always likes playing them. So I'm glad to see that they're actually here. Like, she thought they weren't going to be here today. So tell me about the World Cup experience. I was so jealous.
10 to 10 would recommend.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, I saw a couple of Gemini games. It was just really fun to watch high-level women's rugby.
Yeah.
Like, full stadiums, all the, burst of flames, right? The whole anthems, the whole pre-game thing.
Pageantry, the theatrics, yeah.
Yeah. The vibes are great. I thought there was a chance I would touch.
That's smart. I did too, not for that.
But it was fun being able to be on vacation with no choice or responsibilities, so we could get there early, watch the whole game, stay for all the post game. So just make a full day of it.
Watching on TV, every game felt like a big deal. Like the stadiums were packed, like you said, the music and the noise and everything. So it's fun to watch. And it kind of seems too like the smaller countries are kind of getting closer to the big countries and closing that gap, kind of like South Africa played everyone really tough.
Yeah, it was still the top 4 seed making it to the semifinals, but they in the bottom 4 teams had a hard time scoring at all. But they were able, I think, because 4 years ago it was just 12 teams, and so expanded it to 16.
Right.
Just the experience. Sarah and I were talking about how it reminded us a little bit of the NCAA women's basketball tournament 30 years ago. Like, you knew you won in Tennessee when we get to the final, right? But the first round games were blowouts, but you have to start somewhere. And now so many schools are investing in resources in basketball, and just seeing.
Maybe you'll appreciate this. I got excited today because I made some little comment about little rugby world reel, and then look who we.
Ellie Caldon reaction.
Yes,
Yeah.
I said control wins the game, and then I shared it, so she saw that too. I took a screenshot. I'm like, the best rugby player in the world right now is my closest personal friend.
I love it.
Yeah.
You basically have her cell phone number.
I got it. DM her right now.
That's awesome. It was cool being able to see, like, being so close to be able to see players' faces, read their names on their jerseys. Like,
I was very jealous. Especially that you like stayed long enough to watch pool play and like the knockout games, like it, like not just kind of going for one game and hoping it's a good one. Like you kind of got the whole experience.
Sarah doesn't have much leave for the holidays now, so like some sacrifices. Clearly, I think those like those trips, like,
Definitely. I mean, the Rugby World Cup is up.
now we're like, all right, 4 years now in Australia. Like, yeah.
And then the 4 years after that, it's here, right? I saw that. That'd be cool. Not here, but somewhere in the U.S.
I think Minneapolis is in contention.
Given like the size of stadium they're looking for, the Loon Stadium, I think would be perfect for hosting some games.
It worked out really well. The York Stadium that hosted 4,000 people, where we saw the U.S. It was a nice.
The final, I don't know what team you're organizing, but it must be like it was huge. It was like 60,000, 80,000. Yeah, like.
Is it equivalent to like Lambeau and some of the, well, mostly college football stadiums? Like, what?
Yeah, that always breaks my brain. How big some of those college stadiums are. Like in the middle of Nebraska, there's a 90,000 seat stadium. It's like crazy.
We had it was like 40,000. Just a sense of like, that's wait in line. I don't know. Events in the last year have made that more dubious than maybe a year ago. Discussions are curious to see but also just that sense of
I imagine it's going to be a nightmare in LA getting around. I mean, it already is on any average Tuesday, and the Olympics are there too.
that's like scattered.
I feel like that would be the tough part of it, is like trying to figure out what you want to go to and like how to get to the different events in time. You know, like,
Yeah, where would we stay? Like, yeah. We have some friends. Yeah, for some reason it feels easier to maybe more enjoyable to leave the country.
yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I'm a big soccer fan, but I just can't even get excited for the World Cup. Like it shouldn't be here. It's so gross to welcome something that's supposed to be about unity and global connections.
Friendly international competition instead of domination.
I mean, I am going to kind of enjoy the fact that like the U.S. is going to lose, and then it's going to be two other countries playing for the championship, and all the over-patriotic weirdos are going to have to pretend they're not mad about that or whatever. But
Did they? Was it this past Friday? Next Friday? They relocated international Argentina versus Puerto Rico soccer game to Miami instead of Chicago. You guys must have played Chicago. And they're like, no, just kidding. We're gonna have a lot of.
I didn't hear about that, but it makes sense. sure. I mean, there's everything going on with the halftime show right now. We're gonna send ice there. Like any of the people you're targeting could afford a Super Bowl ticket or a ticket to the, shrine to capitalism that you're running there. It's all just.
So that they especially that money, we're like, yes, we are absolutely into this.
Yeah. Well, what I've read is that like a couple years back, the NFL basically like sold control of like the Super Bowl halftime show to I think like Jay-Z company. So now it's kind of a thing where like Jay-Z has final decision on it, and he chose Bad Bunny, and now the NFL is like, I mean, the NFL is basically, but they're like, there's nothing we can do about it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I also don't think decision if they had control over it.
And if they had any artistic say,
It's made watching my parents very difficult. What is this? Nobody knows any of these songs. Yes, they do. No one wants to hear, Bruce Springsteen do the halftime show at this point.
the same way that like Tom Cruise doing the LA Olympic closing ceremony did. Like,
He's at least had a couple. People still like Mission Impossible and Top Gun and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot more relevant people. Yeah, I'm trying to see if we can go to Miami in March to watch some of the World Baseball Classic games this year. But with vacation time and everything, and just prices of getting all the way down there. But I feel like that would kind of be my equivalent of kind of bucket list trip. Which obviously, hopefully, I got some time.
are they
The other
all in
tournaments.
Miami, or are they scattered? I haven't paid attention to the structure.
Yeah, so they do it a little. I think they do it pretty smartly, where each of the different pools plays in like very different places. So I think there's a pool in Houston, a pool in Miami, a pool in Puerto Rico, and a pool in like Taiwan or Tokyo, something like that, for like the Asian countries. Because then like all the home fans can go watch their teams play, and then I think the like semifinals and the final are in Miami.
Houston, huh? I'm not sure, sorry.
Yeah, I don't think they've said like which teams are where yet, or like which pools are where yet. But, I mean, obviously, whatever pool the U.S. is in is going to be in one of those two. Probably Houston, and I'm guessing there's probably a pool with like Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Dominican will all be in Miami. And Japan, Korea will all be in Tokyo. Well, I guess maybe Puerto Rico will play Puerto Rico. Come to think of it. I think it's, I like the way they have it set up. It's like having all the pool play in one area is good too, but it requires a lot more travel for fans. I feel like it's a little more accessible to do the pools more spread out like that. Yeah, no, I'd be very excited. Aaron Judge will be on the U.S. team this year. That would be cool to watch.
Who are you rooting for?
I don't, like, if Liza was
striking
coming with
and
you, I was
like a
going to rip her a
flag?
little bit. Like, it's been.
Handing out flags.
Oh, yes.
Awesome, thank you.
How are you? I was gonna say hi. How are you? A couple of flags? A few? I'm gonna give you like 4. Feels appropriate. How are you doing?
Good. You still playing?
Not yet. But okay, I'm trying to figure out. My partner's playing like now, and like she wants to play later, so I'm like, I'll just join whatever TV join.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Because she's with Mankato, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so yeah, but I'm excited.
Good to see you.
Black Friday when everyone like a flag?
Oh yeah. I was gonna say it's been really refreshing not to have to watch the Astros anymore. I really enjoyed that. I wanted to kind of rib Leisner about it a little bit.
Sounds like she actually enjoys being able to like. Zigzag! Put it in! Put it in!
Okay, smart. There we go.
Anyway, Sarah was saying that it's nice when you're just watching and enjoying good baseball without having to be so
The allegiance. Yeah, that's like the most spoiled thing I've ever heard. I would love to be able to watch the 20 games that matter again. It seems like that would be years in the future. But
thought of Torrey Hunter managing a game.
you know, I really liked him when I was just starting to be a fan because obviously he plays a very exciting brand of baseball, but he's not. I don't know. He's not got the greatest views on things. Like if the Twins, like the Twins have Pride Night, I don't think he'd be a very good representative for the team and that and stuff. So yeah, I would like to go a different direction, but
Is he?
no. He's like a coach with the Angels right now, which is what usually you go from assistant coach to getting your shot at manager. With baseball, it's kind of weird because like the minor league teams are so developmental that a lot of times a minor league manager isn't even really managing to win as much as they are to like develop the players for the major league team.
Which you don't have to worry about once you get to the majors.
Right. So a lot of times it is more like major league assistants that then go to the manager.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I think Torrey Hunter would be good at motivating a clubhouse. Sure. There's some people up there I feel good about.
Part of the deal is that he's going to be manager to get fans back. Then he also going to alienate some portion of fans.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. I want the Twins fan to be for everyone, and that wouldn't be a manager that's really in line with that. So.
I have an old college friend who's a huge Seattle Mariners fan, and so now I'm in Seattle and Milwaukee to make it to the World Series so that some team will win that's never won before.
Yeah.
Even if it's not Seattle. Awesome.
Yeah. No, I think Seattle's probably my top choice as well. They're a fun team, and Polanco is playing so well for them, and he's probably like the best ex-Twin left now that the Phillies got eliminated. So I'd be happy to cheer for
Is that
them.
what it went to?
Yeah, I watched that whole game, all 5 hours of it. It was amazing. It's going to be tough for them now because they played tonight, so like they barely got, and like the Blue Jays are all fully rested, whereas like the Mariners probably only have like 2 pitchers left to get through tonight. So I think they used 2 of their starters in relief in the extra inning. So. But yeah, I mean, with the Astros out of it, the Yankees out of it, any of the 4 teams I could be happy with. The Dodgers are getting close to like sick of you levels, but they do. I mean, their stars are just so likable in my opinion. Like Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, they all seem like.
I read a super interesting article though about the Dodgers and their community and how the Latino community was so big with the Dodgers and they really leaned into like Fernando Valenzuela. It was just like part of moving to the States, moving to LA as a huge Dodgers fan, but their lack of showing up in these times and really saying anything has like turned off the fan base, just really made people question supporting them. And so I thought that was a super interesting. I think there's even also the Times.
Yeah, well, and like they're the franchise that broke the color barrier, but then they went to the White House to celebrate their World Series. It's like
It shocked me.
And put like someone like Betts in a kind of lose situation. It's like, that's definitely
more outspoken, progressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Dodgers have a lot of interesting history there. Like where their stadium is, they basically level an entire Hispanic community to build their stadium. So.
But now, I mean, but they still have a huge fan base. But
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So yeah, it's always tough with sports. It just feels more in your face. Like obviously it's hard to these days, but
Doing anything to lean one way or the other. Yeah, like I still go to concerts and like music, and I was like, I don't know. I can recognize the hypocrisy of expecting some like sports team to take a political stance.
yeah, I feel like when I started getting into the loons is when I realized that like sports teams could do better now. You know what I mean? Like and like the loons obviously are a smaller entity, so like they have a niche fan base, but like you know they got the pride flags and everything else waving in the stands and like just kind of do more to be an ally to people, whereas like the other leagues are kind of moving in the opposite direction.
Like how hard it is for some teams to even like rein in the fan base to not be racist, and like at some point you gotta take on the stand and say that's not okay, even if you're not out there putting out racist, you know, or pride flags, but so like the Indiana Fever fans and then like men's soccer. There's like ways you can not be in this song.
Right. No, I mean they're like the NFL like removed the end racism slogans from like the stadiums. It's like they're going out of their way to regress in all these aspects. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. I think I how much I assume someone online was saying that I was born in the era that did get to experience mature government, even if like there's always gonna be decisions made, but gotta see progress and going up slowly and assuming that it would last.
Yeah.
What are you doing for work right now?
I work at an organization over here in St. Paul called Tree Trust.
Yeah. The one, because Faith, right? You're still there.
Yeah. Faith was in our program a while back. Yeah, that's right. My close friend there, Alan, was her employment coach. She's doing well. They always bonded about like comic books and stuff like that. So anyway.
I was working in like a small garden landscape. I don't know.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's kind of the goal of the program. So she did well. I mean, not that I always tell people like a factory line of like landscaping workers. Sometimes, a lot of times, people come through the program and they're like, "Wow, I hate being outside." It's like, okay, we'll find you something inside.
Yeah, but like people need a first question to figure out what they like about like.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's just as simple as the biggest thing that I offer in my role is like someone on your ass after this first job to make sure you get another one. You know what I mean? Don't kind of hit that like lull where it's like, because a lot of times getting into work, it's like, oh, this sucks. I like do 40 hours of a week somewhere. So I feel like it's good to just have someone like I said, like kind of on your tail, like, no, good job. I know it kind of sucks, but it doesn't have to be the worst thing ever.
Yeah. I did teaching in part because
Yeah, I'm kind of at the decision point because my license expires pretty soon, and I'm pretty behind on like continuing education. So I'm kind of trying to figure out like, do I want to keep the teaching window open? Not that it would be fully shut, but it'd be a lot harder if I let my license expire. I do really like what I'm doing right now, and just the kind of more manageable pace of it and expectations.
Go, Kato. Go,
Kato's got some speed.
I can't believe actually set up.
Oh,
I
this
feel
is
like the sun has helped your lighting.
I know. I was trying to think if I could like put my like hat on it or something, just like give it a little shade. I don't know what to do. There's one viewer in there right now. If you can hear me, viewer, I'm sorry. I hope you can at least make out a little bit of what's going on. How about you? You had said that obviously the census job was.
That I've lost my job.
Yeah. And obviously that's probably where a lot of the frustration we're both talking about comes from. I mean, Tree Trust has laid off like 20% of its staff. Yep. So kind of always feels like I'm doing my job with like an axe over my head, you know, just waiting for someone to chop the string. But what have you been up to since, I guess?
I took a good chunk of the summer to just like
making the most of it.
Yeah, because I'm part of like we spent 3 weeks overseas. But I mean, there's a little bit of like arrogance to get there that give me a job offer in August, so like I can't start.
Yeah.
But I think that I didn't want to like be managing, like wanting to come and interview me or like managing.
Yeah, like virtual interviews in the hotel
Right.
and stuff. Like just be able to enjoy your trip.
Right. This was like we'll just. So I promised Sarah that when we came back that I would start jumping with Gusto. And I forgot / didn't realize how time consuming jumping is. I don't know, I spent hours yesterday trying to read an email. All the AI resume reviews. I was trying to like email someone manager, basically say like, in case my resume doesn't make it through the AI review, just kind of like to make it go away. Like, how do I say that in a professional email?
Yeah.
Just things like that like take hours to like okay, that sounds too much like ChatGPT. So it's interesting to like similarly try to figure out data. Data scientists are Python or databases that I don't know. I've heard people talk about how they'll go for interviews and be asked to do coding.
Like on the spot.
Yeah, and so I'm like, well, so I can't really lie that I'm like asked to code this in Python. Like, don't even know where to start. So there's part of me that's trying to think about getting like a project management certificate and just get away from data entirely. Data science didn't exist as a major when I was in college, and so now all these people are coming out with much more exposure to programming and databases and whatnot that I don't have.
Yeah.
It's tricky pivoting mid-career into like a whole new industry. I don't have user experience doing health-related data, like device industry. So like, I feel like I'm just trying to network a lot, like realizing how important it is to not burn bridges, to like friend of a friend wants to give me an informational interview, then yes, like absolutely. Like it comes down to knowing someone who's there's like 6 different paths in my mind that I could go. And it's like question also, do I spend my time learning how to code in Python? Do I spend my time being a kid? Do I spend my time going to a conference in Chicago?
Yeah, right. I feel like there's something feeling like you made a good decision. Like, you go network and it doesn't get you down immediately, and then you feel like I should just apply. That's tough. I mean, yeah, it's what I do for work right now. And like when people are talking about how terrible the job market is and everything, I'm like, I know, that's like all I do. It's just try to find stuff for people, and I'm like, it's drying up more and more every week, it feels like. Yeah. I forgot I'm supposed to be keeping an eye on. Julie's going to send me for food at some point.
There's not like a comment.
No, that's just something that YouTube has that just says, like, this is the chat where you can talk to people. I've been very excitedly waiting for a comment to see, but nothing so far.
Is this your first time running the stream?
Yeah, no, Dana just came up here and I was sitting the closest. She said, can you watch this for me?
So it worked out that I was a little bit late.
I've been here since 9 since I came with Julia.
Did you go get a coffee or anything?
Yeah, I took a walk. That doesn't even really seem to affect it much.
Yeah, right.
Shielding it like that. Umbrella or something, maybe that would be enough shade. But it's just like I don't think it's really meant for outdoor lighting. I would love just going on the phone, trying IG or Facebook Live or something. Be more suited for the outdoors.
Sacrifice your phone.
Though the nice thing about this is it's got a wide range. Like when I was able to see it better, the whole field was in view, so you don't even have to like really move it.
I didn't notice. What was the score?
I think they won 12.
So you're thinking, if you want to get back to teaching, get all your net credits up and maintain the licensure.
Yeah.
You can do that at least, right?
Yeah. I can at least keep the license. I don't have to downgrade because I'm in a tier 3 out of 4 right now, and I think tier 3 you need to like working as a teacher. It might downgrade me to tier 2, but I don't even know what the tiers mean. They mean that much.
How many hours of CUs do you need?
90, I think.
Hi, Jewel. Hello. Have some water, Parker.
Yes. Are you hungry yet?
Not. Hi, Jewel. Oh, wait. When he reads
Restroom while I'm up.
Yeah, genuinely. It's like over by so like yeah.
Let's go, Ella!
I love it.
Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, just finishing my thought. Yeah, I have like 70 hours to do, which is a lot. And some
And
of
by
it,
when?
this upcoming June.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
like there
7
is
months.
time, but I'd have to start pretty soon and like consistently, and some of it would probably have to be personally funded as well. And to make sure I'm making an informed decision, I have like all the job alerts up for social studies teaching, and just so many of them are either long-term sub or like weirdly a lot of them are like part-time. It almost makes me like, I haven't read about this or anything, but it almost makes me paranoid that they're trying to go the way of like what they're doing with like college professors now, where it's like, you're like adjunct or you're like not full tenure like with teaching. So I have a friend who teaches like theater, and they keep like threatening him whenever he like tries to ask for more resources. I think they'll like threaten and be like, "Well, to make that happen, we'd have to bump you down to like 0.8 FTE or like 8% of full time." Which cuts your salary obviously and your pension and everything. And like a lot of the jobs I'm seeing are like half-time teaching. So no one wants to do that. That hurts your students because they don't have as reliable teachers that they can go to and stuff. So.
And yeah. What are you supposed to do? It's like most likely not going to be like conveniently scheduled, so every day you're like done at noon and you go to a second job.
Yeah. Or like, it's So it hasn't been super appealing.
Yeah. I guess. It's like, I've applied for jobs that are like education related, like education policy. One was actually with the Rosemount School District doing like data analysis, I guess, like tracking students. I think not tracking teachers. I think it was tracking students. Performance. I don't know, something. Then one was actually with Pearson. And there's part of me that like I have mixed feelings about using data in education.
Yeah.
I got my master's thesis, and I was talking about this. It was like back 20 years ago when it was like what statistical models to use to evaluate teachers based on the students' diversity scores.
Oh, okay.
I was like super standardized test scores to evaluate teachers, but we're gonna move past that. This isn't like an education. But I have a resume or my history. I can say like every time I was like not directly interested in education data. Even if I like don't know too long like trying to use it, I like to like be always used.
Yeah, right. Better you than like someone who comes in and does the data is the only answer.
Yeah.
For sure. No, every district is starved for good people. So
it was kind of fun. I applied just this week to the Rosemount School District, and then I could see on LinkedIn that someone from Rosemount School District looked at my LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
So kind of curious what the competition is like experience doing data analysis for education related issues, and if I potentially could get a line up because I don't have healthcare data or like market research, like target
Yeah, I mean, the having classroom experience, no matter how much it is I think a big thing in most districts too. It's like I think most districts at this point understand if they want people that teachers are going to listen to, then they should have at least a little bit of classroom experience. So I think that would be a big bonus.
Yeah, even if it was 20 years ago,
I mean, my perspective is if you've even spent a month in charge of a classroom, that's a much greater understanding than if you never have. You know what I mean? And like, it's something you can't really understand until you've done it. Like, just what all goes into it, what an all-encompassing task it is. Yeah, I would like to be involved in the school system again. It's like I really like working with that age group. A lot of the people I'm working with at Treat Much now are a little bit older, which is like fine, but a lot of times they just need less support. I mean, some of them are older than me, so it's like sometimes it's kind of odd there. But yeah, I've been kind of keeping an eye on like alternative schools that are more like workforce focused. I think that could be like a good kind of crossover.
Yeah.
Or be like a workforce coordinator in a district or in a school, or not workforce, what do they call it, like work program coordinator, where you help students like get internships and stuff early. So it's not like I don't want to be in schools anymore, but I don't know if social studies teaching is the way to go. Just
It's
opportunity
super hard in
wise,
these
right?
times too.
Yeah. Yeah, the
You
topics.
just need
Yeah.
one parent to take issue with something you said or did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can't be guaranteed you'll have support in that either from like higher up. I thought about relicensing for special ed teaching. I did teach special ed a little bit, and like now in my job, I'd say like 75% of the people I'm working with are people with disabilities. That's like the most common barrier to employment that we work with. So something I know, but I haven't looked too far into what the relicensing would be like. If I have to student teach again, that's pretty much like a deal breaker.
The future of education, man. Like,
What's been really harrowing to see is in every like cohort that we do at Tree Trust is like 10 to 15 people, and there's always like 2 or 3 of them who cannot read or write, and not as like English as a second language or like immigrant or like people who are immigrants, like people who went to school in the U.S. from kindergarten through high school, graduated, have a diploma, and they don't know how to read or write. It's like, wow. I feel like we've all known it's coming, but I feel like I'm starting to see the effects somehow. And thankfully, there's some things that are starting to like crop up in the cities that I've like, because I've obviously been trying to find ways to help these people, and there's like adult education centers, and like there's like a literacy hotline that just started in the Twin Cities, but I don't know how much you can really do. I imagine that's more just like if you need help reading something, call us and take a picture and we'll read it for you. Like that's not a long-term solution. It's just like how like, you went to school here your whole life, you've encountered dozens of staff members and just kind of just got shuffled down the road. And it's not your fault, you know, but it's been scary. And like not scary in the sense that I'm like, you know, everyone should be reading academic texts to gain a better understanding, but like you can't even read a job. That's just such a failure of the people who are supposed to educate you.
yeah, that's interesting. I'm really learning documentation. But part of my job at the census, right? Like your invitation to respond to the census or the surveys will like come through the mail, address based, geography matters. But there were a lot of conversations about making sure that things were to a certain reading level. At some point, you can't take it down to like third grade reading level, right? But like just that recognition or he hires like you have an advanced college degree, like here's the statistics from this country, you can't read at an 8th grade level, and even if you that you want to be reading, that's fair enough. And so trying to like pay attention to
Just gotta stay cloudy.
So like those kind of things, like the you're like, here I had this statistics degree, but like how do I write a survey question? Need to count everyone. So
Right.
everyone.
Yeah.
Harvey wants to. I have zero desire to run for office, but if I did, I would absolutely be like Andrew Yang in the one issue and just be like, we're gonna, all teachers are gonna get their salaries doubled, no questions asked, and then we'll talk about from there, like where we go, like how you can make $500,000 teaching or something, right? And then let's talk about the infrastructure. That's it. That's all I'm going to talk about in this campaign. You can talk about university.
All my speeches will be very short.
Yeah. I'll be like, We're gonna double teacher salary. Something like simple. Shameful.
Have my vote.
I feel like the teachers should win. There's some demographic approach to that. You can run the political office.
I have even less interest than you in that right now, at least.
You don't want to get death threats?
Just be like swimming in a pool of sharks, but have to be sharks. It's a good kick. This is going to be a tough matchup. I didn't realize I went to the game at this season. This is my first time being there. I saw the sign that they've been like over 50 years. It didn't specify. My best guess would be it probably wasn't a women's team at first, but even if they've had a men's team for that long, the women's team has been around a while. There's a big team looking down the line.
I was gonna ask how that went. Okay.
Yeah, we have one more game this Wednesday. It's gonna be so cold. It's like at Wednesday at like 7 o'clock.
Fall sports, man.
I'm not big. I I played some fall ball for baseball in high school. I hated it. I love a nice sunny 90-degree day for baseball. That's natural to me. We did all right with this fall team. I think we're 4-3, so we'll be at the worst 500 at the end of the
How did the
season.
summer season go?
That one was more of an adventure. We I don't know how much you heard about that team, but it was almost entirely beginners, especially at the very start. We started off with probably like 13 players, but only 2 of them had played. Me and one other guy had played at all since like 6th grade, and then only a couple others had played in like elementary school. Otherwise, it was just new people. But it was so much fun to watch people like learn the game or relearn the game. But I think we ended up with a record of 1-13. But the one game we won was our first game of the playoffs. So we knocked the team out. The league we were in was only 5 teams, so everyone made the playoffs. But that meant we played the 2nd seed and we knocked them out. That was so. Yeah, the very first week there was actually a 3rd guy who had played before, and then he went completely out of contact after the first week of games where we lost. I think we lost the 2 games by a combined score of 5-3 or something like that, and he was out. But the other guy was some guy that Emma Collins actually found on Facebook. Like, needed an extra guy, and he lived out in Tampa, and every week he drove to South St. Paul, played for our team, lost by like 10 plus runs, and I was impressed that he kept showing up. It was always a good time. It was a really good time. That's making us real nervous.
So how was your drive?
How's Jill think coaching?
Oh, she's having a lot of fun. It's a time commitment, as you know. And she's like always surprised when she comes to the end of the week and she's like, I haven't watched a single episode of TV or done anything but go to work and coach.
Is she going to both practices?
Yeah. She's actually this last week led a couple of practices because I think CJ had, was out of town or something. She's got that coach stuck in the sidelines posture down already. I'm kind of jealous. It's kind of made me want to get into coaching baseball maybe next spring. But I also am not jealous of her lack of free time. I'm in between.
Definitely pros and cons.
Yeah, they look a lot, compared to the other games I watched them this year, they look a lot more willing to go into contact this time around.
I'm done with
It's so different.
I know. I kind of had like the reverse experience when I was like first getting into Jules. I probably watched like a few, probably a whole season of like Macalester rugby before ever watching like a professional level game. So it was like, I never really knew just the gap until I started watching like the World Cup games and just the crispness of the passing and just they're always in the right spot. It's really impressive. And I feel like a lot of the biggest difference is they just never slow down in contact. Like they just bash into each other. I can't believe it without any pads on.
It's so strong. But you could. School districts hire coaches. You don't have to be a teacher.
No, a lot of times I think they prefer it, but it's not required. I've also been looking into the Twins have some, they're called like RBI programs. I think it stands for Revitalizing Baseball in the Inner City. They have one in Minneapolis and one in St. Paul. So living over in West St. Paul, I've been looking at maybe volunteering for the St. Paul program because it's definitely something that I am not liking to see is that like baseball is kind of going the way of like soccer's that way too. At the youth level, more and more there's becoming like a financial barrier, not just equipment, but like a fee to be on the team. And if you really want to be good, you got to play travel ball, which is like thousands of dollars to go all around. Like I'd like to be able to just be a part of that. Some kids who just want to play and like maybe don't have all the resources to like, you know.
Well, so much really put into football for inner city kids. It destroys your brain. Is maybe not the best.
Yeah.
Even has the scholarship options, but
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to like kick football. I grew up playing it and did its number on me. And like, I don't know, I still watch it from time to time and I can enjoy it because I played it before and so I do like see it at a high level, but there's just so much wrong there. It's like the health risk to players, the political alignments. I just keep thinking to myself, like if I ever had kids, I wouldn't want them to like, I would want to kind of keep them away from football. But then if I have it on in the house all the time, it's counterintuitive. Plus, every time I watch a soccer game, I can't believe it's like no commercials. That's what always kills me about football is every 3 plays, now here's 3 minutes of commercials. But no, yeah, I would like to coach kids who just want to play the game and aren't like, you know, you got to back me third coach so that these college scouts watch me play and all this stuff, you know. It's like, just because your parents spend $5,000 a year doesn't mean you're good enough to play in college. And just have fun with it.
Sarah and I were young, how many people in the UK watched teams. We would say that we were from Minnesota, and I'd be like, it's in the north central part of the country there. And I'm like, oh, the Vikings. And then Sarah would say, you know, I'd be like, are you Vikings fans? I'd be like, well, no. Sarah would say, like, I'm from Philadelphia. And I'd be like, oh, the Eagles, go Birds. I'm like,
Yeah,
so,
they might have the best marketers in the whole world.
Like, we came over here to watch. Like, please don't. Like, please don't get into American football. I don't want it to succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even the stadium with the final. Norway's Twickenham Stadium.
Yeah.
We toured. They had the World Rugby Museum there, and someone there was talking about football. And I was like, you came here too. I'll talk about
The carry sign. Correct term.
either way.
Yeah, I read some articles about that while the Vikings were over there. Just like how the people in the UK are doing. Obviously, NFL is putting a lot into trying to get the football.
It's just like, if if it wasn't so specialized, so that you only played one side of the ball, 120 people and therefore like golf can exist in a college. Like my cousin.
I haven't heard of that.
That my cousin coached for a long time, played for and so I saw him last weekend. So I can't speak to that. But like, I do feel like the sport we should play with all the defense. I think this Olympic basis, the specialization of it, or like special teams that you find out. Like every other sport, baseball, except for the designated hitter.
What a difference I got.
The sports that require
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like I say, I feel like they just have like the best marketing in the world. It's like a lot of times, once I'm actually watching the game, I'll get like through a half, and I'm just like, wow, I can't believe this game's only halfway over. I feel like all I've watched is commercials, and I'll like switch it off. But then every time I wake up on Sunday morning, like there's just something in my brain that's like, oh, it's football today, let's watch that. And every time I'm just like, I really should just watch soccer. If it weren't for the fact that I have to wake up at like 6 a.m. to start watching the soccer in England and whatnot, those games don't even take 2 hours. Commercials only at halftime. It's funny. It's also that's what it is every time football's on. Is oh, are they tired because they had to play 5 plays in a row?
We need oxygen now. I watched a lot growing up too. We had like Thanksgiving, New Year's Day, the college football games. Like,